In this video, we will explore the 8 key lessons drawn from Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant. By watching this video until the end, you will be armed with valuable knowledge to transform your financial approach and achieve your goals. You will discover proven strategies to maximize your income, reduce your taxes, and create a real financial system. Let's get started. In his book, The Cash Flow Quadrant, financial innovator Robert Kiyosaki reveals the harrowing trials he went through before achieving the financial freedom he celebrates today. After a series of failures, he found himself homeless, forced to seek refuge with a friend. At this crucial time in his life, people constantly asked him why he could not find a job like everyone else, since he had the degrees, skills, and necessary experience. Yet despite the overwhelming weight of pressure from his loved ones, Kiyosaki remained unwavering. Why? Because he never wanted to find himself on the wrong side of the cash flow quadrant. Here lies the first masterful lesson from Kiyosaki. Each quadrant requires a unique and powerful mindset. If you are familiar with Kiyosaki's avant-garde work, you have probably already encountered the revolutionary concept of the cash flow quadrant. However, I will still refresh your memory with a brief explanation. According to this fascinating model of the cash flow quadrant, the population is divided into 4 distinct categories based on their way of earning money: employees, self-employed, business owners, and investors. Kiyosaki, with his financial insight, believes that being on the left side of the cash flow quadrant is an unwise choice because, on this side, you are doomed to work relentlessly and pay exorbitant taxes. Moreover, the ascent to wealth is extremely difficult. This is precisely why, despite all the pressure he faced during these difficult times, he always avoided seeking traditional employment because it would have irrevocably placed him on the left side. In contrast, on the right side of the quadrant, business owners and investors enjoy significantly reduced or even zero taxation. Indeed, the law allows them the freedom to spend first and pay taxes only on what remains. This is a situation diametrically opposed to that of employees, who are forced to pay their taxes first and then survive on what remains. For Kiyosaki, successful business owners focus their energy on increasing their expenses, while ambitious employees seek to increase their income. This may seem confusing at first, but the truth is, if you aspire to increase your income as an employee, you must work fiercely. Moreover, the major dilemma is that as your income increases, your taxes increase even more, so you end up sharing a large part of your hard-earned gains with the government. On the other hand, business owners focus on increasing their expenses because they derive 2 huge benefits from it. However, owning a business often requires total commitment, high stress management, and constant responsibility towards employees and partners. There can also be financial uncertainty and increased pressure to maintain the growth and profitability of the business. Now let me introduce you to Kiyosaki's second fundamental lesson. Owning a business is not the same as being self-employed. To illustrate this idea, imagine a business owner as the conductor of a large symphony. The conductor does not need to play each instrument himself, but directs the music by harmonizing the skills and talents of each musician. Now imagine a person, let's call her Marie, who quit her job to open her own cafe. She works there 7 days a week, serves the coffee, makes the sandwiches, cleans, and manages the finances. Although she considers herself a business owner, she has in fact created a new job for herself. She is the cafe. Without her, the cafe cannot function. This is a trap many new entrepreneurs fall into, often called self-employment. Now, take the example of another person. Let's call him Pierre. Pierre also opened a cafe but took a different approach. He hired employees to serve the coffee, make sandwiches, and clean. He hired a manager to handle the day-to-day operations. He set up an accounting system to manage the finances. Pierre is the owner of the business, but he is not necessary for the daily operation of the cafe. This is a true business, a system that works even when he is not there. The distinction is fundamental. Real business ownership frees you, while self-employment enslaves you. A real business is a system, an orchestra that plays a beautiful symphony, even if the conductor is not there for every note. This is the key to moving from a job to creating sustainable wealth. 3. Understanding cash flow is the beating heart of all good financial management, and to be more precise, it's the financial equivalent of understanding how blood circulates in the body. Cash flow is the continuous coming and going of money that enters and leaves your life, your business, or your investments. It's the oxygen of your finances. Without good cash flow management, your finances can quickly become suffocated, just like a body without oxygen. It is essential to understand how money flows in and out of your life. That is, how you earn money through your income and investments, and how you spend it, as this plays a crucial role in achieving your financial goals. In other words, having a good understanding of money flow is vital to getting where you want to be financially. Let's take a concrete example. Imagine a person who earns a salary of $3,000 per month. After paying all their expenses, such as rent, food, transport, electricity, water, insurance, they have $1,000 remaining. This is what is called a positive cash flow, meaning the money coming in, namely the salary, is more than the money going out, namely the expenses. Now, suppose this person decides to buy a new car and now has a monthly payment of nearly $500. Their expenses increase to $2,500, but their salary remains the same. They now only have $500 remaining each month. The cash flow has decreased due to increased expenses, and if they are not careful with their spending and spend more than their salary, they will be in a situation of negative cash flow. This can lead to a debt spiral that can be difficult to overcome. Understanding cash flow means understanding the rhythm and circulation of your money. It's an essential skill for maintaining financial health and for successfully planning the future. 4. Having multiple sources of income. Each additional income is a safety net that helps you stay secure if another income fails. Think of a trapeze artist in a circus. The safety net below is not only reassuring, it can also be a lifesaver in case of a fall. Depending on a single source of income is like navigating a rough sea with only one raft. If that raft starts to leak, you risk drowning. But if you have multiple rafts, that is, multiple sources of income, you can move from one raft to another if one starts to take on water. Let's take the example of John. He is a man who, like many, worked day after day in his full-time job. It was his raft in the financial ocean, solid and reliable, but also fragile and liable to be swept away by an unforeseen economic storm. He knew he couldn't just settle for this single raft. So one day, John decided to explore new financial territories. He started by investing in real estate. It was not an easy path. He had to learn, make mistakes, but he eventually found profitable properties. These properties thus became John's second raft, floating next to his full-time job. Then, John decided to start a blog. He shared his experiences, thoughts, and learnings. Gradually, the blog began to attract readers, and then came the day when he was able to monetize his blog through advertising and affiliations. This blog became his third raft. One day, the unthinkable happened. John lost his full-time job. His main raft had disappeared, but John was not lost at sea. He had his two other rafts, real estate and his blog. He was able to turn to them for support. During this difficult period, instead of despair, John felt a sense of tranquility because he had built a financial safety net for himself. The diversification of income sources is a powerful reminder of the importance of planting different seeds in our financial garden. Some may grow quickly, some slowly, but together they create financial resilience and ensure our long-term prosperity. 5. Investing is like unleashing an army of elite soldiers, your dollars, to lead your financial battle. Each dollar you invest is a soldier going into combat, working day and night to bring you more dollars. Your task is not to work for money, but to become the strategic general who directs your soldiers, your invested dollars, toward financial victory. Take the case of buying a rental building. Suppose you have saved and invested in a small apartment building. It's like you've sent your dollars, your soldiers, on a mission. Each month, your tenants pay their rent. This is the fruit of your soldiers' hard labor returning to base in the form of positive cash flow, that is, passive income. Over time, the value of the building may increase, meaning your soldiers have not only captured territory, but have also enhanced its value. When you sell the building at a higher price, you reap the benefit of appreciation, another form of passive income. Investing, therefore, is the key to financial independence because it is the way to make money work for you, not the other way around. It's like you've created a money-making machine that works even while you sleep. Investing frees you from exchanging hours for dollars and allows you to earn money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It is the secret to conquering your financial freedom and building your wealth empire. 6. Risk management is essential. Risk management is like being the captain of a ship crossing a tumultuous sea. As the captain, you must know the potential risks, storms, icebergs, pirates, and know how to navigate safely. It's not about avoiding risks entirely, as that would mean never leaving the port. Instead, it's about understanding, anticipating, and skillfully navigating through risks to reach your destination. Take the example of Thomas, an office employee. Just as he manages risks in his day-to-day tasks, in financial matters, one must also manage risks to ensure safe passage towards financial goals. Whether it's through diversification, insurance, or proper planning, managing financial risks is critical for maintaining the course towards financial security and success. Thomas faces the risk of losing his job, whether due to layoffs, restructuring, or outsourcing. To manage this risk, he could improve his skills, expand his professional network, and save an emergency fund to cover his needs in case of job loss. Then there is Laura, who owns her own consulting business. Her risk is different. She could lose clients, be outpaced by competition, or be affected by changes in the industry. To manage these risks, Laura must stay up to date with industry trends, offer exceptional service to retain her clients, and diversify her services so as not to depend on a single client or market. Managing risks does not mean avoiding them, but understanding them and knowing how to react. It's like the captain who does not fear the sea, but respects it and knows its whims. By understanding the risks of each quadrant of the cash flow wheel and learning to navigate through them, you can avoid sinking and successfully sail towards your financial destination. 7. Financial planning is a necessary skill. Financial planning is like being the master of a complex chess game. You must anticipate your opponent's moves, plan several moves ahead, and adapt your strategy based on changes on the board. Without planning, you risk finding yourself in checkmate before you even realize it. Let's say, for example, you dream of retiring at 50 years old. To make your dream come true, you must plan several decades in advance. You need to determine how much you need to save, what level of risk you are willing to take with your investments, and how you will manage your expenses once retired. You must also plan for contingencies such as health emergencies or economic changes. In short, if you do not have a plan, you could find yourself short of money in retirement or forced to work longer than anticipated. Similarly, a business needs financial planning. Consider Gene, who runs a manufacturing company. Gene must plan how he will finance the expansion of his business, how he will manage cash flow fluctuations, and how he will invest profits. He must also plan for risks such as a decline in demand or an increase in costs. Without financial planning, Gene risks seeing his business struggle or even go bankrupt. Therefore, financial planning is not an option. It is a necessity. 8. Learning is a continuous process. Financial learning is like navigating an ever-changing ocean. Currents change, new routes open, and old paths may become impassable. If you stop learning, you risk drifting or navigating in the wrong direction. For example, if you started investing in real estate 10 years ago, you would agree with me that the real estate world is dynamic, influenced by many factors from interest rates to demographic trends. If you stop learning, if you do not stay informed about new laws, market trends, and investment strategies, you could miss significant opportunities or make costly mistakes. Financial learning is a journey, not a destination. It's like navigating an ever-changing ocean where stopping learning could cause you to sink. By keeping an open mind and committing to lifelong learning, you can stay afloat, navigate successfully, and achieve your financial goals. These were the 8 key lessons drawn from Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant. Understanding these concepts can transform your financial approach and help you achieve the financial freedom you desire. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.